Hi, in this video, we are going to build an Azure policy that ensures every automation account in our primary European regions has a dedicated key vault for secure secret management. We'll use the deploy if not exists effect to automatically create a key vault and grant the automation accounts managed identity access using an access policy. So let's get into it. First, we define which resources this policy should evaluate. Let's begin by adding our olive block and set the type. We also need to ensure the resource is located in either North Europe or West Europe. So we'll set the location condition using the in operator. I will load the key vault resource because we will need it for existence condition property. Next, we'll select the deploy if not exists effect. We set the type to Microsoft.keyvault/vaults, since the policy needs to check for a corresponding vault. Now, let's add the existence condition. We want to find a key vault whose name matches the automation account, followed by a -kv suffix. We can dynamically fetch the account name using the field name expression. We also specify that the key vault must be located in either West Europe or North Europe. To allow the policy's managed identity to execute this deployment, we must add the key vault contributor role definition. This gives the policy permission to create the resource. Now let's head to the deployment section, where we will create the ARM template to deploy the key vault. We want the vault name to match our existence condition. Let's define the name as we defined in the existence conditions section. Since we cannot use field name directly inside the template, we need to create a parameter for the automation account name and reference it in the name property. We'll set the location to West Europe. We'll set public network access to disabled for better security. Set the tenant so that it fetches automatically. We need to fetch the object ID of the automation account's system managed identity. Since this ID is generated at runtime and we can't know it beforehand, we will fetch it dynamically using this ARM function. Because we've passed the automation account's name into our template via a parameter, we can simply use the reference function to look up that specific resource and retrieve its principal ID, which is the object ID. Let's fill the tenant ID as before. We'll grant get and list permissions for certificates, keys, and secrets. Finally, set the SKU to standard. So we are done with our deployment sections as well. Let's have a look at the created ARM template for the key vault. In order for this ARM template to successfully read the automation account's object ID, we must grant the reader role to the policy's managed identity. So, we add the reader role to our list of role definitions. Now, the ARM template can fetch the object ID of the automation account system managed identity. Let's review the policy. The policy evaluates the if section to catch any automation account created in our selected regions. Then, the policy checks if a key vault already exists that matches the specific configuration we set. If a vault with the correct name and location is already present in the resource group of the deployed automation account, the policy takes no further action. If no such key vault exists, the policy prepares for remediation. The managed identity of the policy assignment has the necessary permissions to deploy the resource, because we pre-selected the required roles in the role definitions list. Finally, the policy deploys the resource as defined in the deployment section. The new key vault is named using the automation account's name with a -kv suffix. During the deployment, the object ID of the automation account's managed identity is dynamically fetched using our ARM function. This ensures the access policy is perfectly configured to the correct identity the moment the vault is created. Now that our policy is ready, let's head back to the main policy section to finalize it. I'm going to name this policy. With the naming done, all we have to do is click the download button. It has taken us just 5 minutes to build a complex, automated governance process that handles identity lookup, regional compliance, and cross-resource deployment. So that was all for this video. Thanks for watching.